Hey yo, what's good everyone? My name is Michael, and today we're back with another video for Trippy Grizzlies. And today I'm going to be talking about story about me doing DMT for the first time. Tyler has one of these videos on our channel, and now I'm going to talk about mine. His experience was probably a little better than mine because mine was definitely more terrifying and not pleasant. Anyway, this happened 2020 going into 2021. This is literally the day of New Year's. This is New Year's Eve, literally. Uh, I decided I had literally DMT left. I had probably 100 milligrams in total, but my friend did it and I lost some, so I had probably left 70. All the like the friend shit, all that before it, that doesn't matter. All the prehistory, how I got it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so this is in my house. This is in Ireland. This is in Ireland, and this was in my house around 12 in the day. And my parents have gone on a walk, right? And I decided, you know what, man? Today is gonna be New Year's. I'm feeling it. I got DMT, and I tried a little bit of it first because, sometimes you're like, yeah, I want to do a lot and straight away get into the experience. But man, I experienced a little bit of it, and and the problem is that there's not a problem, but I experienced a little bit. I was like, I saw some visuals, you know what I mean? And then I was like, you know what? Let's go fully into it. I got so committed straight away, which was not a good thing. And so what I did is I got an apple pipe. An apple pipe. I took an apple, made a pipe out of it, like for weed, whatever. And I was gonna do the sandwich method for this DMT trip, and the sandwich method is not bad, but when you're doing it with herbs, but not when you're doing it with other like psychoactive substance like weed. You know what I mean? So I take the I pour some weed into the bowl, then I pour some DMT on it. I did not know the dose, I must say straight away, but it was definitely around it was definitely a breakthrough dose, man. It's definitely 30, 40, 40, 50 milligrams. Definitely, man. Even more. I feel like there was more in there, but it was definitely a breakthrough dose. Plus there was weed with it. Like this how can it not be a breakthrough dose? You know what I mean? And when I was there and I was looking at it, I didn't really understand what I was getting into. And I really like um I should have chilled with the amount I put onto it. But next thing I did after I finished my whole extravaganza with all that shit, I was like, let's go outside because it was so sunny that day. It was a really good day outside. That was also one of the reasons I really wanted to do it. I went outside and I should have done DMT literally in my room. I don't know why I went outside. I don't know why I had the idea to go outside and sit on a little like bench chair and look onto the grass into the like distance. I don't know why was that a good idea. Anyway, I did that. I got outside with the pipe with a coat. It was a little cold, so I had a coat with me. And first thing, first mistake. You already know the first mistake. Second mistake. My parents are gone. I'm gonna have in the back of my mind. I know my parents are gonna come back soon to my crib. So what do I have to do? I have to be cautious about it, and that's already a problem. I don't want to be cautious at all. I have to have the freedom of not be able to think about what's gonna happen to me or being worried about something. So I sit down, I get ready. I'm like, I take the last breath. I take a video of me before the DMT trip because I wanted to film one video before and one video after. And that was a really good decision, but those videos are lost right now on my old phone in Ukraine. And don't ask me why. But yeah. So I don't have those videos. I wouldn't be able to show that shit. Anyway, um, I take the first hit. I start feeling the little, come up phase. Not really nothing. I take the second hit. When I was in taking the second hit, I could start feeling everything just starting to pour onto me, and it was so heavy and fast. That was one of the. I got really paranoid, and not really paranoid, but I got anxious real fast because it hit so hard. And on the third hit to clear the bowl, I don't think I even cleared the bowl. I did not clear the bowl. It was too hard. Um, on the third hit, when I was looking at the apple, there was no apple. The apple turned into like a geometry morphing into my whole like vision. It was really hard to see. So at that point, I understood that I need to put down the apple and close my eyes. You know what I mean? So I did that. I literally put down the apple. I closed my eyes, and I was ready to experience it. But I was really like in the situation and not, it was it got on to me so fast that I forgot about everything I was thinking about. Meaning like I forgot about that I was outside and that I was like um and that I was thinking about how everything is good. Like, everything changed so much that everything that was before did not matter at all. I close my eyes, I see this orange loop, this orange like sun type figure because it was really out like sunny outside. It was really like going onto your eyes too, sun, but that doesn't really matter. I had this orange circle first, and first it was the orange circle. I was waiting and waiting, and I started hearing this noise like on the back, and this orange circle started getting bigger and bigger like a Mandela. And at the end, it like it exploded, and I think that was the breakthrough. I'm not sure, man, but it fucking exploded, and I went into this crazy loop of fucking rainbow shit. Not rainbow shit, but rainbow loops. And I get to this huge area, and it's all it's like a rainbow checkerboard. It's like checkerboard, but instead of having like white and black tiles, you have rainbow tiles. And it's this huge area, like a whole like new world, new place. And I see these in the distance running up on me or like coming up to me and going up and down stairs, like these rounded stairs, these big kegel people, these, I don't know how you call these things, I always forget, but bowling ball pins, my bad, bowling ball pins. So you know those, imagine those but rainbow and big people, but like they don't have faces or nothing. It's like a pin, and they have arms and legs, and they walk. So I don't know, man, why that was in my head, but it was crazy. They started walking up on me, and they started pressuring me. They went up on me, like a lot of them like were on top of me, and they all started saying, "What the fuck are you doing here? You don't belong here right now." You know what I mean? And I was trying to be respectful to them. So I was like, yeah, I know that. Like, I was in my head, I was like, yeah, like I'm my bad, I got here like all unpredictable and like, and they kind of understood me. They kind of understood my situation. You know what I'm saying? That I was like there by mistake. But that did not mean that they stopped like going at me, you know what I'm saying? So the next thing they were like, yeah, well, you should have not been here, you know what I'm saying? This is too early for you. And I was like, well, fuck, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So I got paranoid. At that time, at the back of my head, I started thinking about my parents and them coming back to the crib. So I started pulling myself back to reality, which was not a good idea because maybe it's just like you have to let go fully, and that's why I had to be in my room. Like I couldn't, even though I broke through for the first 3 5 minutes, like everything started pulling me back, like the setting and everything. You really have to be in a place where nothing can bother you, where you can fully let go, which is next, like my next DMT trip is definitely going to be a really good one. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying next DMT trip, I'm going to prepare, have a good setting, have a good mindset, and do everything the best so I can, even though it might not go to it will not go to what I will plan it, but hopefully it can be good in the plans of how I set everything up and got ready. But yeah, after the seeing those bowling ball pins, I got to this like I got to this other place, but it was more of a dark room instead of being a light area because my other setting was more of a huge light area and rainbow. As I said, this next area was more darkish and there was not really no area. Uh, I saw a lot of different entities like Cuphead figures, and I didn't see any. There was not really any background. So at that point, I realized I had to get up and get back into the crib. So I stood up. I went back into my house, but I was still tripping balls. Don't like while I got up, I looked at the whole world. I I was amazed by how crazy it looked and how I was really not in the world I was before, and how I was literally in, man, you have to do DMT to understand, but it was crazy. I got back into my crib, I laid down on my bed, and a whole wave of ease came onto me. And at that point, I was still in that black room. I feel like those entities didn't allow me to travel past what they saw because they were like, yeah, he's not ready. And they didn't allow me to go further and to go experience the really more intense trip and see what I can see most of it. And it brought me to more of a lower place in the DMT world or whatever. And I saw at the end of the trip, I saw Cuphead figures, and one of them had an Uzi, like a gun, and he was chilling. He was like on my side. He was definitely the best entity of the whole trip. He was like the most nice one because I fucked with him. You know what I mean? And the last thing I saw, this is the craziest part of the trip. Y'all gotta hear this right now. If y'all stayed till the end of this video, y'all gotta hear this. This is the craziest part of the trip. At the end, when the Cuphead figures entities disappeared, there was a credit screen that rolled down, and it said, "Thank you for being here. Come back. You know, come back when you're ready." And it didn't say come back when you're ready, but say, yeah, the end and come back when you're ready. So that really like amazed me and made me rethink everything about like psychedelics and about like the universe because man, I know the DMT realm is waiting for me and I'll get back into it one day, but right now I'm still not fully prepared. Like I've gotten to the point where I'm back to where I can start like thinking about trying it again. But man, after a year and a half after taking that DMT trip, like it took me that long to just like come down from it, man. Like it was out of the world, and I took it when I was 17. Um, so yeah, man, wait till you're like more old. Like I'm 19 now, and I feel like by 2021 I'll be ready to take it again. I'd say maybe 20. 20 is probably good, like, like 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, thank you for watching the video. It's getting a little too long. Um, this DMT experience was insane, and I hope that you guys stay safe and take these substances in a safe environment. I do not advertise for anyone to take these substances, and this is all for entertainment purposes. This story is technically, what I'm saying, not real. So, yeah, peace out.